We started working together 4 years ago on the Rand building, which is a historic department store downtown. Our sort of preservation experience up until that point had been limited to a 1972 Melvin Simon shopping mall. We needed expert guidance, and I think what set Irby apart for us was that his ability to combine preservation with progress. The talent that we're looking to attract and retain, they have an appetite for a very specific aesthetic. We do preservation for progress and profit. Irby, in my opinion, has an unparalleled expertise of blending those three things.
I met Irby through a mutual friend when they were just getting started with Alamo Architects. So I said, all right, let's try Irby. They're a young firm, eager for work. And he's been quite generous with his time in all sorts of activities other than his architectural activities.
It was really a great job, especially if you're young. It's the sort of thing that it's just, gold for a young firm to be able to get the job to do this. We got hired to do the documentation for it, to tear it down. And so we made the pitch to save it and to the developers. And the developers were like, Conservation Society's already been here, you can move it, you're young, why don't you be the developers for moving it? And we're like, we've got like $5 and one client. So we talked to our one client, who was Tom Wright, and he was interested in the Conservation Society to talk to him also. So for a few months, we ran around town with a 63-foot wide tape measuring where you could move the building to. Because the number one problem was San Antonio really doesn't have streets as wide as the Fairmount is for most places. And at the time, there were 4 of us, and there were, I think, 26 city agencies involved, and it was a great way to meet everybody. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and for 4 guys who are in their 20s, it's just an amazing gift to be able to do something like this. It was audacious for us to be involved with it, but I think it's really audacious for the city, because when this was done, 1985, it would have been kind of a big deal in most cities, especially in the South, for you to have saved the building in the shape that it was in. That you would actually decide to move it through downtown, that the city would get behind it and cooperate and say, sure. Those are things that I think only could have happened in San Antonio. And I think it was another way for San Antonio to put sort of its flag in the ground about how seriously the city takes preservation and to what lengths it will go to preserve our heritage. Today we're working actually on 2 different quadrants of downtown, which is really a wonderful opportunity, in order to get a whole quadrant of downtown developed that's now mostly parking lots. But they're also historic buildings. So they're one historic building, the Rand building, has just been done as part of this. We're working on 2 more, the Savoy Hotel, and then the Milan building, and then the Frost Tower, all sort of happening concurrently. We're also working with GGN there to do, again, this kind of idea of sort of cultural landscape about Houston Street and making that one block of Houston Street a really wonderful block of Houston Street for people to enjoy and go out and sort of see the way San Antonio's developed over time.